There is a family of Chihuahuas that live in the house right next door to the church. And recently, in the past week or so, there has been a hole that has they have made through the fence so that they can get in and out of the fence and come over and visit. And I'm inside the church looking out at them, because if I would walk out, then of course they would start barking at me. So I wanted to do a little discussion before I started to do that, because one of the things that we realize is that sometimes there's a little hole in the fence, and that gives us the ability to get through to someplace new. Just like these Chihuahuas come and they visit us over here at the church every now and then. And this is what they do. They come over and they bark at us. I haven't been able to get close enough to really pet them. But we'll follow this one because he'll take us right back to the... And there's another one. He'll take us right over to the little hole in the fence. I always often wonder what they're saying when they bark at us like this. Let's see what he does if we just sit here for a moment. But they come through a little crack in the fence. In fact, if I start walking, he'll probably make his way back to the little hole in the fence. They're the neighbor's dogs. And walk with them. Walk with them back to the hole in the fence. Head out on them. There's a couple more, but they've gone back through the hole already. So there you go. Bloop, right through the hole. And then bloop, right through the hole. And this is what happens sometimes in life. There's a little hole in the fence, and we get to explore a whole new world, because they're on the other side of this fence all the time, and with the hole opened up, they get to come over here and experience all this territory. That's something new for them. And it's kind of like life, isn't it? Sometimes we find a hole in a fence and it takes us to a whole new place. This is that weird Sunday between Christmas and Easter. Christmas and New Year's. And, many times pastors take the Sunday off. They don't preach on this day. People don't go to church that normally go to church on this day. They use it as a day for them to do something different. Maybe they're traveling. But you always wonder, when it comes to having a worship service, just who might come through the crack in the fence. And it gives us that thought of the fact that every Sunday is important. Every time we get together is important, because we never know who's going to come through the crack in the fence. Who's going to come looking for something new, who's going to come seeking new territories, who's going to come asking new questions. And we always have to be ready for it. The amazing fact is that for whatever reason, God has chosen His church to be the bearers of His good news. And that church is made up of imperfect people like us. Basically, who sit along the fence and wait to meet people who come through the cracks, so that we can help them to learn something new, to see a new kind of way. And so the little Chihuahuas that were out here that came through the crack in the fence reminded me of that today, this Sunday between Christmas and New Year's. That we never know who's going to show up. We never know who's going to find a crack in the fence and come in. And when they come in, we got to be ready for them. We got to be ready to help them to see something new. Help them to know that they're welcome. And to leave the opening in the fence there so they can come back. Because I don't know about you, but I didn't get this whole Jesus thing the first time I heard it. It's taken me a long time to soak it all in, to really put it into practice in my life. And it's the same for every single person we run into, even the Chihuahuas that come through the crack in the fence. And you don't get this quickly. As someone once said, this Christianity thing, it's simple. It just ain't easy. And so today, on this Sunday between Christmas and New Year's, I wish you a happy New Year. 2016 is going to be a wonderful year. I encourage you to leave the cracks in the fences so the Chihuahuas can come in and learn about a new way of life. And as the church, we're going to leave the cracks in the fences so the Chihuahuas can come in and learn about a new way of life. Happy New Year.